Welcome back. Well, it was a pretty nice day across Acadiana in spite of the cloud cover. We had some intervals of sun, and that got our temperature up to 74 degrees today. Notice the record on this day, 22, the coldest just 3 years ago. It's hard to believe 2021's already 3 years ago, but it is. Rainfall-wise, let's bring it over to the wall, and we'll talk about that. Rainfall, we've been way ahead since December and January, and that, again, is impacted the crawfish situation after the drought, and now we've improved on that. And this month, we're close to normal. We have very light rains tomorrow. I don't think we even get a 1/10 of an inch in Lafayette, but we'll get close to that in many spots. And then maybe one more rain for the rest of the month. It looks pretty dry after tomorrow. In fact, as we take a look at your rain chances, plotting them up, periods of light rain for tomorrow evening, we're in the 60% range, and it's in the scattered category, not widespread, not it's a done deal. And the rest of next week, going into next week, looking awfully quiet and beyond. Want to update you on the drought situation. This is what it was just in going into the last week of January, where we had much of Louisiana back in the summertime. 70% of the state was in the exceptional range, and you could see how that got whittled back. Well, just fast forward 2 weeks to today, and this is the latest drought status. It pretty much eradicated across most of Acadiana. Still a little dry along and north of I-10, but not too bad. A moderate drought still in central Louisiana, but we've made some serious inroads into the drought situation across the area, and we still look to have some regular rains going into March. We'll see what this summer holds for us. Back to the west, this is the most interesting. Check out California, completely, just about completely out of a drought. Still a little dry on the eastern side of the Sierra Nevada range, but there are a few spots in New Mexico, and usually you're going to have your droughts most prevalent in the desert or the high west. Notice the Midwest, though, serious snow deficit this year across the upper portions of the Midwest. So as we open it on up, there's our next weather maker. It's down here by Baja. It's energizing the subtropical jet stream. We see kind of this ribbing in the cloud cover. Those are perturbations, just little disturbances in the atmosphere as the air is traveling over the mountains of Mexico, and eventually those perturbations help generate rain. We're seeing that across South Texas and offshore. Big snows back to the west. Look at this big whopper out here. This looks like a hurricane out here in the Pacific. More big snows for the Pac Northwest and the northern Rockies, where winter storm warnings are in effect. And then even in the Northeast, still some pretty hefty snows with a little bit of an Alberta clipper, and we have a winter storm watch for portions of the mid-Atlantic in response to this low that's going to move off to the east of us in a couple of days. It is producing some rain out there, mostly cloud cover. You can see the moon through some of those high clouds, but you get out into the Gulf of Mexico, we have rain developing out here. And this is where the lion's share of the precipitation with this next weather system is going to be, mostly in the Gulf of Mexico. And we're just going to get the northern fringe of the rain out with this system. And we'll see spotty showers developing by daybreak, maybe a little patchy fog, but the showers should mix that up. And again, not showing a whole lot of rain. It's going to be some rain, some mist, some drizzle, and then sharply colder as we head into Saturday morning. Look at your temperatures here, staying in the 40s, and your wind chills in the 30s for Saturday. Clouds stick around Saturday, so a cloudy, winter-like day. You're going to be looking for snow flurries, but we're not going to get that. And then it clears out Sunday morning, and then the graph is going too cold for Lafayette, but low to mid-30s for Acadiana. Good call. We're going to go about 34 or 35 for Lafayette. Rain totals, again, very light, 1/10 of an inch or less. This is the latest graph model suggesting maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch down towards St. Mary Parish. But most of us don't get much rain with this system. It's just going to dirty your car, essentially. Temperature-wise, mid to upper 50s overnight tonight. Tomorrow into the low to mid 60s for your afternoon highs. And then tomorrow night, we see that cold air dropping southward. Our temperatures get down into the 40s, even upper 30s up toward Alexandria. And then we stay in the 40s all day long on Saturday. 57 the low tonight, not as chilly. A few patches of fog toward daybreak, but it should be a quiet night tomorrow. Periods of light rain, sprinkles, 1/4 inch or less. Probably bring that down to 1/10 of an inch the way things are looking at this point. Chance of getting wet or enough rain to wet the ground at about 60%. The same goes into tomorrow night. Any showers will be ending first thing Saturday. Sunday, and it looks cold, but it will warm up. Look at those lows, low to mid 30s, and then upper 70s to near 80 for Wednesday and or Thursday. That would be the first time that would have happened this year if we get to those levels. That's it for weather for now. We're going to have more coming up right after the break.